Mr. Tulsipur, Honorable Chief Guest, the Officer of Education Division, Tulsipur Sub-Metropolitan City, Mr. The Dynamic Personality, Mr. Mohammad Kardasar, the special guest, Mr. Omraj Kardasar, very senior person. The special guest, Madhusudan Kesi, the chair of PAPSA, Ganga Ma'am, the presenter, live member, Purna Valishan, the presenter, coordinator of NELTA, the executive fellows, executive members, the head teachers, other valued teachers, like members of NELTA and all other participants. First of all, I would like to cordially welcome you to the program. As our secretary has already mentioned that NELTA has a special mission to do in the field of ELT in Nepal, and Gang branch is also doing the same thing as the NELTA Center expects to do. It has a special aim to enhance our professional skills. At the same time, it also has to develop our professionalism, and it also has to develop our personality at the same time. For that, NELTA organizes different sorts of programs in the national level, in the local level, and in the globe as well. There are different sorts of expertise in the ELT, and that who are the members of NELTA Center, and in the local level, that we say in the local level in Gang also, there are the different valued personalities. We have got the membership of NELTA and who are contributing to the NELTA as well. The special mission of today's program is that we want to develop the teaching skills, and we have to update our teachers in the ELT, especially in the areas of Tulsipur. Last time we had done program in Gora area, and previously, before we had done training in Gora area, last time in Tulsipur, Deoghar area, and this time in Tulsipur area. We think that our valued participants will gain more.
NELTA thanks the one day officer program, chief guest, and PAPSA chair of Dan, all these ELT practitioners, and the teachers who are here from different parts of the Down district, and eager to participate in our grand program. When you got a message from NELTA to participate in the program, that will be going to talk about today in our Metro Hospitality Tulsipur. I think the questions come in mind. What is the message of the program? Why the NELTA is going to organize a one-day program in Tulsipur, inviting all teachers to participate and join the program? What is the message of it? What objective it? If such questions coming to mind, you have a lot of chances, lot of opportunity to learn more things from the program. Otherwise, if you have nothing in mind, no pointing come in mind, the program might be not beneficial for you. That's why I'm in that. When the person gets information from some organization, some person, think about the rationality and then relevance of the programs, and try to clear the questions for enlarging the ideas. Before coming and participating in the program, the two things must be compared by the people. If you want to raise ideas and thought and ideology, different perspective, technology, pedagogy, and content-based things. All things. This is part of the participant. If you learn such skills, the program should be very beneficial for you. When you are in program, and we are delivering information to you, the questions come in mind currently. Ask the question to the speaker. If you have the questionnaire, right, a lot of questionnaire, the such person will be relevant as demagogue and very relevant and explicit person every bill. Listen is not important. Don't write the questions. It's part of educating the mind and educating and empowering ideas ourselves and the connection to others. That's why I hope you might have created a lot of questions in mind. What are artificial intelligence? What are ICT necessity? If such questions come in mind frequently, you're asking a reason, asking questions. Your brain is retracing information of other person. And we are delivering information to you, and your brain and my brain connecting together, a new idea is generated and enlarged. That is parts of the human in 21st century. Otherwise, anything will be very difficult for you, very, very complicated for you, and you have no confidence and no willpower to cope with challenges to move ahead. Let us try create ideas where there is no route. If you haven't seen route in front of you, let us try to make a route by yourself from today, and your dream will be successful one day, and you will be a great human of this 21st century. Let us do and walk in your one route by repeating yourself. Never expect design the other person. If something come in mind, and you will be aware that lot and lot of idea come in mind, because your mind is vast information and vast knowledge, no people can compare with you. You are sufficient for you, but you have no idea how to recognize your ideas, how to recognize intellectual capacity, what you have in your brain, mind. Let us try to know your power and capacity from today, connecting with us. And you will be the great person, ELT, technology, ICT, and city as well. That is why the mission of NELTA is to impart yourself, motivate you. Sometimes guidance is important to you, if some confusion to move ahead. Our guidance and light and give a power to you to recognize your coming route and forwarding route to reach a successful point without setting a lot of goals in our real life. That's why you have been invited here. I don't want to explain the briefing and description of NELTA because you have a lot of the chances, a lot of the opportunities, resources in your hands. And click the device and thousand information come in mind and come in device at once. Let us learn these skills to connect you with technology devices as well. Suppose you are traveling to Gorai from Tulsipur, on the way, click the mobile train time and million data in your hand. Don't expect listen information from other person's home is not required for you. But homeland's guidance is important for you. If I guide some things well and accurately and in a scientific way, you follow the ideas and information around to you. No need to worry. Tomorrow you're going to the poetry in grade 10. Don't worry about it. Because the information around you. Recognize by yourself and pick the information, bring back classroom and discuss with the student in class. Then mass of NELTA. NELTA is never expect to know information to you, but how the information is retrieved by you yourself. By empowering yourself, that's the mass of NELTA. And this way, ELT will be fostered, ELT will be enhanced. And moreover, through you are teaching ELT, but how technology integrated technology teaching. To make your career easy and quicker and sufficient and full of happiness. This is part of you. So, try to be a doctor yourself, try to be English teacher as well, and advocate as well, and a trainer as well, right? Everything you have. But what type of person would be in future? It depends on you. Determine yourself. Latest idea was relevant topic, relevant.
It's the umbrella organization of private and institutional school of Bhutan. Private schools, they are sectored all over Bhutan, and for the overall development of Bhutan and for the overall development and conduction of private and institutional school, the PAPSON is working in a high extent. So PAPSON is taken as the organization of private schools. PAPSON is taken as the organization of private teachers, and PAPSON is taken as the organization of teachers and guardians too. So NELTA is taken as the training institute. So NELTA has run lots of seminars and workshops even in the past days. So NELTA has worked a lot for the development of English language teachers' skill and English languages as well. That's why this one-day workshop, I feel that this workshop will run very successfully, and I would like to best wishes for the one-day workshop. Thank you, please.
Thank you, President Babson Da, Madhusudan KC sir, for delivering a best wishes speech. So, he wished
the chair of NELTA, special guest, one of the very vibrant and intelligent personality, a Central Committee member, Mr. Monraj Karka, special guest, the chair of Babson Dan, Mr. Madhusudan KC sir, Vice President of NELTA Dan, Coordinator of NELTA Dan, the Coordinator of Tulsipur Metropolitan City, Ms. Ganga Gautaman, all the executive members, most importantly, all the ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this is such an elated moment for me to be here among the EIT professionals. I reflect myself, I remember formally the journey with NELTA has been a decade for me. Within this period, I have learned a lot of things, how we can work, how the volunteerism comes in our mind, comes in our heart, how the dedication and hard work works better, how updated process comes within yourself, how the critical thinking skill comes to you. This is all the credit, goes to NELTA itself. I'm so happy to be a part of this program today. So basically going back with reimagining the facilitation perspective. What we are doing, is it sufficient for the generation to come? This is the time to question ourselves as an EIT professional. Are we doing something great for the generation to come? Why am I a teacher? Why not others? There are a lot of people around there in the society. What is the reason that I'm there as a teacher? What should I do? What kind of contribution is to be done as an English professional, as an ELT professional? So this is the time to rethink the way of facilitation. And today we are here. I'm sure that this time, this period, the whole scenario will create a learning environment so as to
Education, Youth and Sport Division Tulsipur, Metropolitan City. Mr. Madhusudan KC, the President of Babson Dan, special guest. Mr. Monraj Karka, the Central Committee member of NELTA Center. And all the persons, all the executive committee members and facilitators or all the participants from different schools, private and public schools.
Yeah, that is going to be right. So, coming to the point again, we were talking about the skills. After making our students be able to think critically, these skills will be developed in the first learning slide.
questioning, reasoning, problem solving, interpreting, right? And evaluating, analyzing, synthesizing, and creating, and blah blah blah. There are lots and lots of skills will be embedded in our on the part of learners. And so, if this is the case, now I will come to your point. How can we implement, or say, how can we develop the critical thinking skill to our learners? How? First part is questioning. Always make, like, now they are in habit of using. You know that we have been.
Thank you very much, sir. It's my privilege to be here before the president or the chairperson of this program, NELTA, and the vice president of this program, secretary committee member of NELTA, captain president of DAN, facilitators, and other dignitaries on the dais, and all other my colleagues and teacher staffs. Okay, it's my first time to be on the NELTA. I have heard the name. Earlier, my one student, now he has got the position of principal, youngest principal in Nepal, Prakash Bhattrai. He once requested me to participate in NELTA, but I couldn't get time that time. So I'm very happy today to be here. And as I am going to say about the presentation, I have got chance to be aware with some gadgets, some apps. Because of that, definitely it helps teacher to communicate or teach to the children.
I'm speaking in front of such seniors. The program that has been held by NELTA, being a non-profit organization, it has been able to hold this huge program. I want to thank for that. And the program was amazing from the beginning. The things that we have learned here, I hope we will all apply in our daily life as we are teachers. Actually, I'm in the learning phase because it's been only a year that I'm in the learning teaching profession, and I have not that much experience to teach the students as much as you have, but I am quite. I can say that as a student, what students require the most is English is just a means of communication. It is a subject. We are actually assuming this is a subject, but it is just a means of communication that, like Nepali language. And regarding the pronunciation, I think if the students make some kind of mistakes while pronouncing the words, we should not disgrace them. We should always motivate them to improve, and that's what I want to say. Other things,
Jharana Buddha from Sri Amar English School to School 777 Da.
Thank you.
Similarly, I would like to request Sila Sama from Secondary School, Kalakla. Sila Sama from Secondary School, Kalakla, Tulsipur, Da. Similarly, I would like to request Siva Yogi from Secondary School, Kalakla, Tulsipur, Da. Siva Yogi. Thank you. Ganga Madam, take the Thank you, Purna Dancer, the facilitator. Tulsipur Dam. Thank you. To provide token of love to a special guest, Mr. Madhusudan Kesi, President of Pepsi, I would like to request a token of love from NELTA Chair, Mr. Tulsipur sir, and the chair of the one-day training workshop on the theme reimagining facilitation perspective into city and ICT in ELT. Thank you. So I would like to request Mr. Purnadani sir to receive the certificate and token of love. So from the presenters, Mr. Purnadani sir, I would like to request him to receive the token of love and certificate from the NELTA chair or the chair of today's program. Similarly, I would like to request to receive certificate and token of love. So, from the NELTA chair or the chairman of this program, so in order to bringing the program grand success, so the presenters, likewise, I would like to request Home Raj Kharka sir to receive the token of love as well as the letter of appreciation from the NELTA chair as well as the chairman of today's program. I would like to request Mr. Home Raj Kharka sir. Similarly, I would like to request our chief guest as well as the facilitator, Mr. Manbhadur Kharka sir, to receive the letter of appreciation and token of love from NELTA chair, Mr. Tulsipur Dani, as well as the chair of today's one-day training workshop.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Where is your appreciation from NELTA, President of NELTA Dam, as well as the chairperson of today's program. So give a big applause words if anything is remaining. So some mistakes are created while